You've probably spent many a sleepless night thinking, I really like callouts, but I just wish they had some more, I don't know, je ne sais quoi, or something else that's difficult to describe. Well, we can't do any miracles here, but we can make some callouts that are fun to animate. So let's right click in the media pool and go to New Fusion Composition, hit Create, double click on that thing, and now we've got Fusion open here. So let's create some text by clicking and dragging out here. Let's call it call out. Press 1 to preview that. Now I want a background for this, so I'm going to click on shading number 4. That's where the background lies. Click on that, and it lies because it's called blue, and we're going to change it to gray. Also, I'm going to click these 3 dots and uncheck checker underlay. So now I want to round this out. You don't have to. This is a sign that something needs to change here. So go into level and set this to text. Now what I want to do is create a background. So we got our background, and now on this background, I want to create a B-spline. Just got to be like that. So click on this. Now what I could do is click once, click twice, click thrice, and we're good here. Let's select our background, press 2 to preview nothing on the second viewer. So if we go into B-spline, click on that, and then go to border width. Now we've got a border with us. So I don't like that color. I want to grab this gray color. So I'm going to click on background to select it. Click and drag this eyedropper to grab that gray color. We can also click the 3 dots up here, turn that underlay off again. Background is still selected. I'm going to click on this ellipse, and I'm going to make that smaller. I'm also going to adjust the order here, keep everything nice and horizontal. I'm going to merge the text to the background by clicking its output to the background output. And now we've got a merge, and I'm going to press 2 to preview that over here. And my ellipse is a little bit big, so I'm going to click on the ellipse and click on this edge and drag this down. All right, I just want to be able to see all 3 shapes at once. And now here comes the fun part. So I want to preview just my B-spline. So I'm going to click it and press 1 and look at it over here. Now we've got all these little doodads up top here. I'm going to focus in on just a couple of them. So this one, if I click on it, not much changes, but it did actually select all of my points here. And then I want to click this icon here with the drop down, click on that and go to publish points. And now we've got 3 new settings that correspond to our 3 points. But what is what? Right click in here, go to B-spline, polyline all the time, and go to point numbers. Click on that. And now because you got 0 and there's a 0 here, you got 1 and there's a 1 here. And I think you're starting to see a pattern. 2 and there's a 2 here. And we could start linking these up. I want to click on my text and I want to pin this text down here. So I hit this little pin icon, and no matter what I do, it's always going to show up in my inspector. And now what I want to do is click on B-spline. So I see B-spline, I see my points here, and I see my text here, but I want to make sure I'm in the layout tab, and I also want to be able to see the center. 0 is going to go to that center of our text. What we do is right click on point 0, click on expression. That gives us this drop down with a plus sign. We drag and center here. Okay, so that point jumped and we're in good shape here. Let's click on our text. We could actually unpin it now. And I just want to go here and adjust the center, and you could actually do this interactively by dragging it here, and I could see that we have a connection. So let's try the same thing with our ellipse. So click on ellipse. It's going to be the same exact process. Focus in on our center here, and we want to click on B-spline. So we want to connect point 2 to this center. So right click on point 2, click on expression, pick whip drag, plus sign to the center here. Now we've got that connected. We probably know it's going to work, but we could still test it out. Let's go to our ellipse, unpin that. We can move this around, follows along text, and move that. And we just got this elbow here that's kind of stuck. So let's make sure everything is deselected. And now what we could do is shift spacebar, type XF, that'll get you transform, and press enter. This transform is like everything else. We want to pin it, click on B-spline and make sure we see the center here, and right click on point 1, go to expressions, and now we pick whip on to center. So we are in full control. Now, what you might want to do is organize this in a way that's easy for you to select things. We can go something like that. And now you know you move by moving this, you move the center by moving that, and you move the text by moving that. Now you can go in and change all these settings if you want. Go to the B-spline, adjust this size here. You can go to your text, go to shading 4, and if you want to mess with extend horizontal, extend vertical, or just go into the main section of your text and change your font, change the size, everything is adjustable. For your ellipse, that's pretty easy. Make your adjustments there. And you got a call out that can do whatever you like.